Next, let's review some of the chicken's inner anatomy, beginning with the digestive system. As I mentioned previously, chickens don't have teeth, so they cannot chew their food. When they swallow food, it enters the crop. The crop is pretty much a storage area, and very little of the digestive process happens here. From there, food moves into the proventriculus, a narrow glandular region where chemical digestion begins. It is similar in function to the human stomach. The food then passes to the ventriculus, or gizzard, a muscle that grinds up the food. When allowed to free range, chickens will eat small stones. The acidity in the proventriculus softens the stones, and then the strong muscles of the gizzard grind them into tiny pieces. When small enough, food and any ground up stone is passed to the duodenum, where digestion is completed. Nutrients then flow into the small intestine, where they're distributed to the body. Chickens don't urinate. Their urine is released as uric acid, and that is the white pasty material that you see on their poop. Chickens have just one opening, the cloaca, also called the vent. Next, let's talk about the reproductive system and biological process of a hen laying an egg. First, you should know that a rooster is not necessary. Hens will lay eggs regardless of the presence of a rooster. Of course, if you want baby chicks from those eggs, you will need the roux. A female chick is born with thousands of ova and during her lifetime can lay up to 1,000 eggs. She has 2 ovaries, but only the left one develops. When she reaches maturity, generally between 5 and 6 months of age, the first ovum is released into the canal-like oviduct. As the egg moves along the oviduct, it grows in size and goes through a production process. If sperm is present, the egg will grow into an embryo. As the yolk progresses, it is surrounded by the albumin, also known as the egg white. A protective membrane forms around the egg, followed by the hard outer shell. The shell is formed in the shell gland, and this part of the process alone takes 18 hours. Much of this occurs overnight while the hen is asleep. Pigment, which gives the egg its unique color, is added next, with the last step being a clear protective seal called the cuticle. From the time it's released into the oviduct, an egg takes about 25 hours to fully form. Remember that the chicken has only one opening, the cloaca or vent, which is also where waste is excreted. As the egg nears the end of the line, the shell gland pushes the intestinal opening to the oviduct closed to prevent poop from getting on the eggshell. A hen will begin to have contractions when the egg has neared the vent, and it's not uncommon for these to last for 30 minutes. You may catch a glimpse of the shell gland when the egg is laid. It is bright red and will briefly prolapse, or extend outside the chicken's body. The contractions generally end shortly after the egg is laid.